It's so beautiful outside today. Of course, when you have to stay at home, it's beautiful. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk. I'll figure out what I'm talking about later, I guess. Well, I know what I want to talk about, but I'm just gonna talk. Oh. Kobe-shi desu. I'm so excited. Flaming hot Cheetos. When you move to Japan, you are concerned with like all the things that you need to bring: your clothes, your shoes, your electronics, your computer, all that stuff. But one thing that a lot of us take for granted is snacks from back home. One of my friend's sister came to visit just before the borders shut down, and she brought Flaming Hot Cheetos, and they shared some with us, and I'm so excited. So excited. Ooh, I forgot these are the extra hot ones, but it burns so good, so good. Anyways, so that made it worse. Either I'm just a baby because I haven't had Flaming Hot Cheetos in a while. I only get them when someone visits America or someone has a visitor from America. So today is the my first official day of working from home. We've been not on quarantine. At least the teachers in my city have been required to come to work. We canceled classes at the beginning of March. Yes, we canceled classes since the beginning of March. I have not had classes. We had our graduation ceremony. It was very different. Only the teachers and the students, and just the graduating students, were allowed in the gym for the ceremony. Anyone who had to watch on live stream, and they had to watch from outside of the school building. I think they dragged out a giant TV screen and had it playing so the parents could watch. But yeah, so we had graduation. The kids' chairs were spaced an appropriate amount of space apart. The kids did not walk to the front of the stage to get their diplomas. Probably have of course they have a different word for it. It's in Japanese. But they usually get like a document instead of like a roll diploma like we do, or symbolically do in America. They, instead of walking to the front to receive their document, they just stood up and yelled "Hi!" whenever it was their name was called. I had a couple of boys who, I guess that was their last time to be, themselves. And instead of just a simple shortcut "Hi!" when their name, they go "Hi!" It was kind of funny. The homeroom teacher who was reading their names, she laughed. Everyone laughed, and kind of eased the tension of how strange and surreal the ceremony was. Once that was finished, they played the school song, and no one sang. It was silent. They just had the school song being played by the music teacher on the piano. And then as the students walked out in their little 2x2 gendered girl and boy pairs, the teachers clapped. And we clapped the entire time as all about maybe 200 students walked out of the gym. I felt a little bad for the kids because it's like, it's a big moment of their lives, and only the teachers are getting to witness it in the immediate vicinity, not their family and friends, not their brothers and sisters of lower or higher grades. And the sound of the teachers clapping, while, pretty loud because of the echo of the gym, it just wasn't as loud as it could have been for the students. Most schools in my city had their graduation. My junior high school canceled their closing ceremony. As recently, I moved to my brand new, well, it's not brand new high school, but for me, to my brand new high school. We had, starting April, we did not have our end of the year or beginning of the year Inkai, the giant work party where they thank all the teachers. for all the hard work they've done throughout the year. That was canceled. I don't think any other foreign teachers I know had that party either. So I started at the high school. Our opening ceremony was scheduled for the 8th. Instead of having the students all come to the gym and have a large opening ceremony, they stayed in their homeroom and the ceremony was conducted over the PA system. So that was interesting. On the 7th was the leaver ceremony, and so we were asked to go to our old school. So I went to my junior high school, and we had a short, very small ceremony for any teacher who was leaving, had an opportunity to give like a goodbye speech in the staff room to to the teachers who were remaining. It's part of Japanese tradition. People usually give a speech when they leave a job. People give a speech for a lot of things here in Japan, but that's just part of tradition. And so my school, we held it in the staff room. Some schools, they held it in their libraries. Some schools held it outside so that they could have more distance from each other. But, we did ours in the staff room. Of course, my Nihongo is not up there, and so I didn't have like a full Japanese speech prepared. I spoke a little bit of Japanese, and another teacher translated for me, and the whole staff room started laughing when they realized that they were going to get a translated version of my speech. But that was nice because, again, eased kind of the tension of the weirdness of the situation. I got quite a few gifts from the PTA, gifts from teachers there, so that was nice. Got some snacks. Turning to my high school, which is where my high school for our staff pictures and for the opening ceremony. But yeah, so it's just been kind of surreal because since the first week of March, the students have not had classes. Towards the end of March, they allowed students to come back to school for some of their club activities. Club activities are very important in Japanese school society. So I saw the baseball team, I saw the student union, I saw several sports teams out practicing. The band, marching, no, sorry, they don't have marching band at my school, but I heard the students practicing their instruments in the floors above the staff room. So some students have been returning to school for that, but still no classes. And so as of yesterday, my city finally decided to allow teachers to work from home. So it was about about 5 weeks of teachers traveling on public transportation, going to school, sitting in our staff rooms, and returning home on public transportation. 5 weeks of that before a state of emergency was finally declared in my city, and then my Board of Education was finally able to allow teachers to work from home. So I'm glad that was finally declared. I'm glad we finally get an opportunity to work from home. I brought quite a bit of material home so that I could be productive during this time, because I'm sure that as soon as we go back to school, it's going to feel like boom, 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 because the students are missing out on, a good month of instruction at this point. Right now, they're not expecting for us to go back until after Golden Week holiday, which is like at the end of April, early May. So they're shooting for school starting again May 7th. We'll see. Really just can only play it by ear. We're following the news. Trying to share as much information within our foreigner community as we can so that everyone can make smart decisions. Again, it's such a beautiful day, but I'm glad and fortunate. I feel fortunate to have the opportunity to actually quarantine. We'll still have to go out for essential things that we'll need, but we did a pretty good job of getting some groceries ahead of time, getting some staples so that we don't have to go out as frequently. So yeah, that's the state of things in Japan right now. So my work for the day is done now, and I'm just going to enjoy my my Cheetos, and just enjoy my time inside. Probably make some masks today. They'll help me feel extra productive about the day. But yeah, so are you in quarantine? What are you doing during this time? Let me know. Let me know what you like to see while we're inside the house for probably the next 3 weeks. Anyways, catch you later.